How's it going? Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody's been having a good day. Let's see here. Just doing the tablet thing. Y'all know how it goes. Here we are. I found me. Okay, you guys, we are doing a kit today. Let's see if we can get this up here. Hey, Teresa. There we go. Okay, guys, so we are doing a kit today, and it is, okay, so first start off, a lot of people have been asking questions about how to do the mesh, how do you put the mesh in, so I'm doing this one, and we're going to put the mesh in together, okay? It goes a little slow, but I will go as fast as I can. Hold on, let me bring you guys down just a little bit. Okay, there we go, perfect. Hey, Trina. How you doing, guys? Okay, so we're doing this. I already cut the mesh. I cut the mesh at 18 inches, you guys. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of questions, and so today I'm doing this kit, which is a round wreath, and then on Thursday I'm doing a swag, and I'll show you guys how to do the mesh on that one too. Okay? So, we want to know. Here we go. Okay, also, if you guys would not mind spreading love, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hey, Vanessa. How are you? Okay, you guys. So, those of you that are not sure how to do the mesh, okay, we take our 18-inch strip. Oh, you guys, the kit is pinned at the bottom. Before we start doing that, we get the 2 rolls of mesh. You get this sign. And then 4 rolls of ribbon, which I will show you after we put the mesh in because they're underneath on the mesh. Alright, guys. That's just the way that happened. So, here we go. Hey, Tamika. Okay. First of all, cut the mesh to 18 inches. Then all I do is we roll it in. And we stop about there. And then we squinch. Okay? That's our first one. Now we're going to do the same thing with the blue. I think about making a photo wreath. Oh, really? Alright. That would be neat. Okay, so we roll it in. And we stop. And then we squish it in the center, okay? Now, what I do after that is I then take here's my first one that I had. First of all, decide which one you want on top. I'm doing the white one on top because my sign is blue. So I wanted to be able to see the sign. So this, and then we take this, and I crisscross it. So you see? Now we're going to go into our tie. Hey, Karen. We're going to push it in there. And then we're going to give it a couple of twists. Okay? And then I spread my mesh that way and that way. And that is it. That's how I put mesh in, okay? Show you guys, obviously, a lot more times. Yeah, we keep getting, a lot of people are asking, not sure how to do it, so let's do this. Once again, roll it in, stop about there, squish it together, take the next one, same thing. Cross it. I cross them. Not everybody crosses them. I cross them. I think it makes it look fuller. Yeah, so I'm doing a swag, a bee swag on Thursday. Super cute. Super cute, right? Perfect for summer. Can you see? And we will proceed. Okay, I'll start going faster now. If someone hops on and they're not sure how to do it, just ask. I'll show you. So I started doing the mesh where I crisscross it a while ago because I felt like well, long time ago. When I first started, because I always felt like that made the wreaths a little fuller, right? Just my own thing. Does anybody else crisscross? Or you just put them in one on top of the other? I also, personally, I feel like you're able to see both the colors a little bit better. So if you guys didn't see the weekly specials this week, make sure you guys go check those out. Every Monday, she adds new stuff, and she changes them out. So make sure you guys go check that out. She's out of town right now, you guys. Her daughter is graduating. She's so excited. That, and then she also had a play that she was doing. So Sarah went out of town for like 9 days, 10 days. Okay, you guys, just get it in there. And I always start at the bottom, and then I do the top layer. And then we'll put our sign in as well. Putting those in. Y'all, it's starting to get warm. It is starting to get warm here in Texas. I got my little fan going. I always feel like I always have to have a fan on. Y'all, so, of course, you know, all of my 4'10" of me. Who else has this problem? I had to order these. So I have a fan, a ceiling fan, and it's one of those that you pull, the little chain. Y'all, have you ever seen why do they put those chains like way up there? Like, I'm not going to be able to reach that. What am I going to do? Get a step stool every time? So I ordered, they have little chain extenders. They're amazing. So I had to add those to my ceiling fan in here. And now it's like right there. Of course, my husband, who's, you know, he's 6 foot tall, he comes in and he's like, it's going to hit me in the face. I don't care. Don't come in here. It's like perfect. I'm like, why is that chain all the way up there? And I don't care about the lighting. I've got a switch for the light. But I feel like I need my little chain. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Short people problems, right? I got my mesh. Y'all, I actually cleaned off my table. If you're a crafter, you know that that is a big accomplishment. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually was able to clean it off. No way. Now I may or may not have stacked something somewhere else, but as of right now, 411. Oh yeah! See, I'm 410. Exactly. It's like, why do they have them? And they're like way up there. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, and I'm not going to be carrying a 6 foot ladder around the house. You still can't find yours. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I keep, right, it's like, because that's what happens. You get busy, and then your ribbons are stacked. So I realized, okay, I've got like all this space here to work with, but like you guys see here, it looks all nice and neat and looks beautiful, right? So deceptive. Because this table actually extends quite a bit out. And of course, on this side, I've got my my glue pot, I've got a fan, I've got my zip ties. So that's all got its little things going on, right? My staple guns over there. Good. But over here on this side is where I'm going to put my stuff. I haven't been able to put my stuff up there. You know, that I'm going to be working on because I have like all these rolls of ribbon. Probably, I don't know, 40, 50 rolls of ribbon. Hey, Stella. Because it adds adds up, right? You're working on a project, and then you, right? And I put my pins on them, so I mean, even if they fall, they don't roll, right? They don't unwind, so that's good. But still, I've got all these rolls of ribbon. Like, oh my gosh, I need to clear this off. Because then if I, like, do anything, oh, that's the worst, right? Who's ever bumped their table? You need to give her a room tour. I've got ribbon racks here. I'll give you part of the room tour. This is the room I do my lives in. Right? It's like, I always feel like it's like to give a room tour. It's like when, you know, it's like when you hear you're going to have company, but you haven't cleaned the house in, you know, in a little bit because you've been so busy. You're like, oh my gosh, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I need time y'all to prepare. What I would love to have is, I'd love to have like, our friends have a upstairs loft, right? And they've turned their loft into, they have two little daughters. One's really tiny, but she's not even 2 years old yet. But the other one is, she's about 8 years old. So they've turned it kind of into her playroom, right? They've got a couch up there, the TV, you know, it's basically a kid's hangout so that, you know, come on, y'all know. Your kids start playing and everything, you're like, oh, upstairs to play. Go play. You're being noisy. Go play. I love you, but go play. And I'd love to have a big space like that. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely phenomenal. This is actually, it's funny, this is the bedroom that when my son moved out, I took over his bedroom. And I turned it into basically my recording room, where this is where I do, you know, any kind of recording, my lives. But a lot of times I do end up working in here just because it's easier instead of moving everything around. Although the other table does have a glue pot and have everything. Hey, Sharon. But I kind of ended up, this was only supposed to be a room for when I would come into video, and it kind of ended up being the room I work out of. Y'all, it is what it is. I have craft room and dressing table in the dining room where I work, and half the garage with a whole, yeah, exactly. So I've got, so the garage obviously has totes. That's got all my tote stuff. And then this room is like, this is turned into basically the room where I work off of. And then we have a front room, and that's kind of like my, that's where my shipping station, and we have a dining room, I mean, sorry, a family room. That's where we spend all of our time, you know, so it hasn't taken up that part. But the other room is kind of where I do my shipping. I have a shipping table. I have my computer desk where I do all my labels, you know, all that stuff. So it's kind of one of those things. So yeah, y'all know, it takes over. So I just told my husband, I said, yeah, we just need to get a little property and just put 2 houses in it. And the second house can just be like my warehouse. Okay, you guys, almost done here. So this is the stuff I usually do before I come on, just because I always feel like it's just like paint drying, right? But a lot of people have been asking about how do I do the mesh? How do I put it in? Which is fine, totally fine, but I hadn't done it. Usually, like I said, I try and have it done just because it does take a little bit, right? Ooh. I'm wrestling with that one. So I usually try and have this part done. But people were asking, so We shall do what the peoples want. But it's almost done, you guys, and then I got to add the sign onto it. I'll show you on the back of the sign. I use pipe cleaners, staple pipe cleaners onto the back of it, of the sign, to put it on here. And I did before I started adding the mesh. You can do it before or after. I tend to like my wreaths to be a little bit more oval. Very rarely do I leave them round. And that's just personal preference. You can leave yours round. I prefer to have mine a little bit more oval. See, I squished it before I added the mesh. Now you can squish it after you add the mesh. That's totally fine. But a lot of times I will. Hey, oh, my nail snagged on that. So most of the time I will tell you that I squish it before, or sorry, after I fill it up with mesh. But this time I don't know. I just squished it beforehand. But yeah, I always kind of tend to make them a little bit oval. Here. Did I? So y'all, what's everybody working on? Y'all, have you been seeing people are starting to post fall and Halloween? I'm like, oh my God, it is barely May, y'all. It's wild. But hey. Hey, Kellen. How was work, dear? Did I miss one? Oh, you guys. Oh, no, there it is. Two more, you guys. I'm up. Are you? Y'all, Lisa Kellum here. She got herself a little, she's going to school a little bit. Well, I'm working on a set of angel wings. Nice. Oh, you notice that sarcasm? Because I know she doesn't like driving no Tyler. Yeah, today's your Tuesday that you drive in. Yeah, she's doing some real estate stuff, so she's been studying. She had to go in. Hello from South Texas. Nice to have you. Okay, you guys, last one, I promise you. See, this is why I always do this beforehand, you guys, because this takes a minute. So if I come in and I'm ready, but people were asking, so here we go. Okay, roll that in. Crisscross. So thank you for bearing with me here. Last one. Woo! I always feel like when I put in my last little piece of mesh, I'm like, woo! Done, I'm done. Okay. Here we go, you guys. Nice and full. Here is our mesh. And that's how I fill it up with mesh. Okay? Also, too, what I'll do, if I see like a lot of white, then I'll kind of start bringing some of the blue up. Right? If you see too much of one color, just pull it up. And here we go, you guys. So there we go. All of them filled, all beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to do our sign. Hold on. I'm just going to hang it first, you guys. And then I'll look at it and see where I want my sign. So here's our sign. This is what we're working with. We're doing blue and white. And then we're coming in with Here's our ribbons. Tell me these are not pretty. So pretty. Now, let's see, the debate is, do I want that, like that? Nope. Like that. Oh, I may end up doing this way. I always got to figure out which way I want them. It's always a thing, you guys. So we'll see. We will see. Because I kind of feel like maybe that would be nice if it was on the outside. Okay. Move that out of the way. One step at a time. Okay, so you guys, when I put my signs on, what I usually do is I staple a pipe cleaner onto the back and then I add a little dab of glue. That is usually how I do my signs. Okay? Getting pen. Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually coming and get cozy. There's like, do come in and get cozy. I'm like, okay, fine. And see, I may do that a little bit over. And then I'll do a big bow. Yeah, I think it's going to go a little bit more over this way. Okay, so this is what I'll do. Once I kind of figure out where I want it, then I'll do this. And then I'll take my pipe cleaner and push it through the mesh. And just, the only thing I always suggest is just make sure that you actually put it onto the base. You can glue your signs in. I ain't even gonna lie, I have glued many a sign in. There's Sherelle. So all I'm doing is just finding a spot here where it will go through, maybe. I'm getting the sign in here. Yeah, it's all I always say, just make sure that it's actually onto the wire base. And I'll give it a couple twists and then I'll go back and tighten how I want it. Just in case I need to move it around. Hey, Barb. Other thing is just make sure you pull your ties out. That way you're not digging for them afterwards. I always kind of try and do that. That way if I need them for anything, makes it a lot easier. Then afterwards, once I've put my sign in and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't find this. Give it a couple little twists. Oh, thank you. My daughter. My daughter is a nail tech, so I actually have a live-in nail tech. Which is absolutely amazing. So I always try and come up with something. I hadn't done them in a while, right? Which, of course, she's just like, Mother, why don't you have your nails done? You know, it's like us, like, why don't you have a wreath on your door? Hey, Amanda. I know, girl. You don't even know. You don't even know. I'd have been happy if she was a nail tech or a hairdresser. I feel like that would be perfect, right? If my daughters were a hairdresser, a nail tech, and my son's a mechanic or a, you know. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, you guys. Let's straighten that out just a little bit. See if I like it that way. Look at it. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. That is where we're doing this. Okay, you guys, we're going to cut some tails for the outside. I always like doing tails on the outside. I wish I knew how to do hair. I know. See, that's what I mean. You don't realize that would be amazing. Now, I will tell you right now, I will dye my own hair. I will just go to Sally's, go get some hair dye, and it'll be fine. Totally fine. Okay, guys, we're going to cut some tails for our mesh wreath. And I always cut them at 13. We're going to cut 5 of each. Yeah, when she said she wanted me to go to school for nails, I'm like, oh, you can practice on me. And yeah, now she's a full-fledged nail tech, so I get all kinds of nail design. And I always come up with something, and she's like, what is that? Because she's just been doing it, well, she's been doing it about a year and a half now. Maybe going on 2 years now. God, that flies, yeah. But it's one of those that I'm just like, okay, well, what about this? It's like, I haven't done that yet. I'm like, huh? Perfect. You can try it on me. Okay, you guys, so we're going to cut these at 13 inches, and we're going to do 5 of each one. Okay? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, the hair bit, I'm like, it's hair. When I was younger, it's hair. I can bleach my own hair. Now, did it always come out perfect? Nope. It's fine. Totally fine. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. The funny thing is, though, so I've got them right now. So I usually get them a lot longer than this. I've got them like this length. I usually get them longer. But I'm like, no, I've got a lot of stuff to do right now. And so, but it's funny because what I call longer, she calls short. Like, she calls these tiny. I'm like, there's not tiny. Like, oh my gosh. How big do I need these to be? Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, you guys, these are cut at 13 inches. I'll dovetail them in a minute. I'm just going to cut them and then move this out of the way. Y'all, and then I'm using some velvet in this. Isn't that beautiful? It's pretty. So we're going to dovetail the one that we put out on the outside. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a kit, you guys, in case you guys did not hear. It is pinned at the bottom. Okay, let me move this out of the way, and then we can put this back. That's the other thing, you guys. I now have room to actually put the wreath over here without me going, please don't fall over, please don't fall over. Don't fall over, whatever you do. Okay, so we're going to cut these. Let's try and make sure it's all nice and even. You don't have to be that exact, but I don't know. It's a me thing. And this has pretty thick wire. So it's all nice and... So this is the Velvet Deluxe, the Navy Velvet Deluxe. Yes, you can use velvet right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, see, it's really pretty on the back. And then that on the front, so. Same thing. We're going to dovetail all these, you guys. I always try, whenever I dovetail, I try and, I don't like the super deep V's. It's like a little bit more wider, right? Sometimes I'll cut some and I'm like, ooh, no, not that way. I'm not a big fan of the way, oh, I love it, right? And velvet's amazing because it looks so pretty. Y'all, you know, like the hot pink. Okay, so right now I'm just cutting these and then I'll figure out. So that's the 2, okay. So this is that thicker embossed, the newer embossed. It is super, super pretty. One, two, three, 4, and 5. And we're going to do this one. Almost done, you guys. See, this is like all the stuff I always think I'm like, right? It's like when you come on a live, it's like you want to show the fun stuff. You don't want to show the cutting, right? This is the boring stuff. I want to start adding the stuff on there. I want to put the sign on there. All that stuff. Okay, so I did pick just one of the 2.5 ribbons, and the rest, how you doing? And the rest are 1.5. So let's see, what do we want to do? I think we may go this route, and then this route. I think so. I think that's how we're going to go. That's how we're doing it. Y'all, is it hot where you guys are at? Because it's starting to get a little warm here, and I'm like, I'm so not ready. I'm so dreading. Now, it's Texas, so really the worst month is August. It is. So we're a ways. It's still, a few months away, but still, I feel like we're prepping. We're going towards it really quickly. Like, no. Let's see. There's that. And then we're doing those two together. And this is, that stripe one is actually like that French ticking one. Okay, so we're going to go all around on the outside, okay? And we're going to be alternating. I will say, if you do get a little wire that pops out, just do that. Don't worry, you guys. I go through and I vacuum when I'm done. Because the last thing I want, right? And I always wear shoes in here. That's the other thing, right? In this room, it's like I got to wear shoes because you never know where a wire went. Last thing I need is a wire in my foot. Okay, you just push it in and give it a couple twists. And then we're just going to alternate which ones we put on here, okay? Go all along the outside. Yo, have you guys been doing patriotic? Do patriotic. I've been selling so much patriotic right now. It is not even funny. People are buying a lot of patriotic right now. All I do is just squish it. Put it into the tie, give it a couple twists. Okay, guys, and then I'm spreading it out. So I fan them as I go. You can fan them afterwards. I always feel like I kind of like doing everything as I go. So when I dovetail usually as I go, although I didn't just do it with that ribbon, but usually I do. Okay, and we're just squishing this. Okay, who else is like in shock that tomorrow is May 1st? Is it tomorrow? Wait, today, tomorrow? It's like a day or two away. I can't, you guys. Like, how do you realize what that means, right? We are almost halfway done with the year. How is that even possible? Like, I don't know. I just got the Patriot Cookie Heart and the Ladybug Kit. Can't wait. Aww. Those are really cute. You know what the cookie signs? I love that they came out with those for all the different holidays, right? Because they have the cookie one for Valentine's, now the patriotic. I think that they are so cute. Yeah, the patriotic, and of course ladybug. Everybody loves ladybug. Okay, so I feel like that sign. Hold on, you guys. Okay, there we go. It was kind of going inward. It was bugging me. It's personal, you guys. It's personal. Right, and remember the patriotic you can also do. I mean, we've shown you a lot of the royal blue, but we can always go kind of antique-y, you know, the beige with the more navy and the more like maroon looking red. That's always really pretty too. So patriotic's like different hues. I need to do one. I really wanted to do one with the with a blue and white ribbon, you know, with some really pretty floral patterns and some red. I feel like that would be really pretty. Okay, you guys, we're just going through. The bunny, I know it was. And you know what? That really was one of my favorites. We saw that and we just thought, oh my gosh, that is just adorable. You know, I think would be so cute if they did like a cookie turkey. Come on, tell me that wouldn't be cute. Like a little cookie turkey sign in the shape of a turkey. That would be adorable. Like, I have so many ideas. I go to market. I should go see Mr. Craig Bachman and go, look, I got some ideas for you, man. How about a cookie with a sunflower? But yeah, the cookie ones, they're super, super cute. And I don't even, you know, she didn't get it, but I'm sure it's out there. Cookie with a shamrock. Come on, you guys. How adorable would that be? Right? The turkey. I think a turkey would be so cute. Like, I feel like it would be playful. I will tell you that, I mean, I love making, grapevines are really my jam. Those are my favorite type of wreaths to make. I will tell you that right now. Floral, so fall tends to be one of my most favorite to make wreaths for. Because of all the different, you know, all the colors and all the floral. I mean, yeah. I love doing grapevines. Those are my jam. Those are my thing. Almost done, you guys. I promise. Told y'all. When you put the mesh in, I feel like it takes so much longer. So yeah, so I'm going to do a bee swag on Thursday. And there was a lot of people asking, how do I put the mesh in? So I'm going to do probably half the mesh before I go on. And then I'll show you guys how to do the other. Yes. Oh yeah, Easter, yeah. The bunnies. You know, that's what it is, the bunnies. The bunnies are so cute. I'm a sucker for the bunnies. Y'all, I put birdhouses outside, right? I thought about bunnies because of my birdhouses. So I love birds, right? It's like I saw a thing and it's like you get older and you get excited about the birds. I don't care. I've always liked the birds, even when I was young. So I put out these bird feeders. Well, I had one that I'd had for a really long time, right? So I put it out and I filled it up with food, was super excited. Y'all, I don't know what happened, but I came out the next day and it was on the ground. And yes, it was filled with birdseed. So all that birdseed just went everywhere. I was like, no! Because I have way more birdseed, but... So I tried to get as much of it, you know, got a new bird feeder. Actually, got a couple. So my back fence has bird feeders hanging off of it. Hey, Bargandy. Okay, you guys, here we go. All around on the outside, okay? Doing that. Where's our, where'd it go? There's our tag. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to hang this up here. And now that we got our tails in, we're going to start doing some bows. Yeah, so I can't pick up, it fell on lawn, so I can't pick up all this bird seed. Got a lot of it, but not all of it. Yo, why did I go out there this morning? And right before I go out there, I see this little squirrel just having a feast. Living its little best life out there, like, who left me this food? It was great. It's so cute. Okay. So what order do, like, thinking maybe that, or maybe, right, this is, I always have to find, like, I'm so dealing with the, oh, are you really? Oh, I love horse races. I haven't been in the horse races in forever. Or do I want to go this route? Now, the way that we had done it originally was like this. But I kind of don't want the white on top. I always feel like it's like a very stark, right? So I think I'm going to do this. Y'all, it's a thing. I got to find my combination. Okay, we're going this route. That's it. I decided. This is what we're doing. I got to make a decision, man. I got to make a decision. Okay, so we're gonna do a bow up here. I'm probably gonna do a cheater. Maybe, you know what? I may do a smaller bow down here, but I'm gonna do a bow here, a big bow here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get us some zip tie, and we will be good to go. Okay, so we're gonna start out with our velvet. Now, do I want to dovetail this or do I want to fold this? Because this is pretty, and then I can see the back of that. Okay, I think we're going to fold it for the bow. I think we're going to go that route. And you'll, whenever you fold this, if you want it to stay, I'll tell you what I do right now. I just a little dab. Okay, so 3 little dabs across, so it stays. And then we just hold it there just for a second. Just a smidge. It'll be fine. Oh, why are my comments not showing up now? That's like the worst. No. Okay, hold on. You guys can see me okay, right? Because it's, I don't know what it's doing over there. Maybe it's just my tablet. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, wire. No. Careful with that wire. And then now you don't have to worry about it unfolding or anything, okay? So we're going to do this tail 7 inches. That's going to be our number, 7 inches, you guys. Let me move that there. Okay. And then we're going to do our, okay, we're going to do our loop here at 6.5. Six and a half. And then we're going to go down and we're going to do a tail of 24 inches. So we want that there. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to fold that and put a little dab of glue. That way it stays. And it'll stay, you guys. If you use the Gorilla Glue, it'll be fine. So we're just putting down. Oh, you know what? I need to put, hold on, glue stick. Okay, here we go. So dab, dab, dab. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's how you do it. And it dries really fast. Just give it a couple little, there we are. Okay, let's move our velvet out of the way there. Now we're going to come in with this white. I know it's solid on solid. It's fine. It's totally fine. And we could break up the pattern, but I really want this one. I'm committed to my decision. Okay, so we are going to do this about 1/2 inch down and then 1/2 inch on the loop. So our loop's going to be a 6. Each one's going to be coming in about 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to do the velvet long, okay? So this one's going to be, we're going to do this tail at 14 inches. And then we're going to come in with our Swiss dot next. Once again, we're going to stagger it about 1/2 inch on the tail. Doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. Okay, and we're going to make this 5.5. You can stagger the tails as well. I stagger them so that you can see all the ribbons. That is the purpose of me staggering. Then we're going to come in with this really pretty blue and white. This is like a ticking, you know, the fabric. That's the design. And now it's going to be about 1/2 inch down. And we are going to do this at 4. I'm actually doing this 1 inch. Perfect. Now you guys know, you lift this up, squeeze, zip tie on the back. I love making bows. Bows is honestly one of my favorite things to do. I could just have a bow shop. No, I do like making wreaths though. But if for some reason I had to give up the wreaths, bows. I love making bows. Okay, we're going to tighten that just a little bit. Clipper. There we are. Isn't that, look at that. That's such a pretty neutral bow. I love it. So we're going to put this, it's going to go right there. So we're going to take our pipe cleaner. Shut your mouth, I'm not using a pipe cleaner. Our zip tie. And push it through the mesh, making sure that it goes onto the wreath base. Making sure that there's mesh behind it to keep it poofy. Okay. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Okay, now we're going to come in and we are going to, first of all, let's spread this out a little bit. got our tails here. So I'm going to put this in right here. Oh, thank you. So we're going to find our tie here. That's where I want it. Going to bring this loop in, put it right there. So all you're going to do is just cinch it, okay? Push it into our tie and give this a couple of twists. And there's our tail there, okay? So now we've got this little loop going on there. Got our bow coming this way. I'll give it a little bit more. Right, I don't want to do it so where it feels like the bow's getting sucked into the wreath. Okay? So there's our pretty bow there. So we are going to add probably a cheater bow here. And I'm probably going to do a bow right here. You know what, let me do a bow right there first. And then we'll see. Then we'll see. Okay. Let's use our velvet again. I will tell you that a lot of times on the velvets, the wires tend to kind of push out. So I always end up having to cut them a little bit, just so it doesn't stab me. You know, because you know, you get stabbed with that wire, like, oh my sweet Lord. It'll make a girl mad. Hi. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make this tail, oh, let's go about, what do I want? I'm going to go around 12. Let's go around 12. Okay, and then we're going to do our loop here. We're going to make our loop a 6. Okay, super pretty. I'm going to bring that down. Now these do not have to line up perfectly. One's probably going to be a little shorter than the other one. It's okay. I will tell you that I do not make my bows entirely symmetrical. Some people, maybe, I'm like, nothing is really symmetrical. Okay. I'm going to do one loop. And then we're going to come in. Do I want all the ribbons on that one? I don't. Okay. We're just going to do 2. What? No. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to stagger this about 1/2 inch. So we can see our little shiny there. And we're going to make this a 5 inch. Okay? So that one was 6, this one's 5. We're just doing one loop of each one. I'm going to add a little bump in the center. Nope. You know what? I'm going to leave it just like that. I know it is a plain little bow, but I think it's cute. Hey, Becky Alexander. Pushing that in there. Getting our pipe, sorry, I keep saying pipe cleaner. I don't know why that word is in my mouth. If you guys know, I do not make bows with pipe cleaners. I can't do it. I feel like the zip ties always make them kind of pop up a little bit more because it's so tight in the center. So look how pretty that is. Right? We got our nice velvet. Pretty, pretty. Okay. We're going to put this right here. So we're pushing that through the mesh. Come on, man. Ooh, I like that. I like our signs a little crooked now. Okay. So there's our bow there. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a cheater bow up here with those two ribbons. Look how pretty those two together. I'm onto something with that. Okay, cheater bow, you guys. Okay, so if you guys do cheater bows by hand, it's a 24-inch strip. If you do them on a bow maker, it is 7 inches. Oh, you know what? No, we're just going to dovetail it. That's fine. Okay, 7 inches. And a 5-inch loop. Okay, that is a cheater bow on the bow maker. Then we dovetail this. Thank you, friend. Okay. Did you see what the sign says, Lisa? Come in and cozy up. Now, Sarah and I had a debate about this. So we decided it could be used as an everyday wreath. Right? But to me, I said it almost felt like it was more fall. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, because yeah, during fall, right? Like I feel like right, someone's gonna come in, you're gonna get cozy, they're gonna give you a hug, and right, and it's gonna be snuggly. I can tell you right now that if during the summer you come in and you try and get all cozy and you try and hug on me when it is like the scorching sun outside, that might not end well, friend. That just may not end well. I don't want nobody cozying up to me when it's 100 degrees. Exactly. And Sarah's like, no. I said, yes, that's what I think of. That's where my mind went. I'm like, don't touch me when it's hot. You guys, I'm just pushing that in. I knew you would get it, Lisa. This is why we're friends. Okay. Then I think we're going to do a cheater bow over here. I think we are. Because I really like those two together. I think they look really pretty. Right? Right? Or even winter. I'm telling you, who's with me, okay? Like, if it's 100 degrees, do you want someone coming, let me get cozy. Oh, punch in the throat. No. Back away. Put that tree. Like, no. Exactly. See? I'm like, I'm going to ask. I am going to ask. You better back away. You're allowed to get close to me for one reason only. Because you're bringing me a nice beverage with some ice in it. Because you're bringing me some ice cream. Right? Something with a little umbrella and some ice. Okay. You can get near me. Or you're bringing me some barbecue. All of those are acceptable when it's warm for you to come near me. Otherwise, back it up, friend. Back it up. See, I knew. Okay, once again, you guys, the tail is 7 and the loop is, oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I did make it longer for a reason. Okay, so this one, because the ties are down under the side, I actually made my loop 6 inches so it sticks out. I'm like, why did I do that? I lost my thoughts, guys. Okay. Right? I'm like, don't touch me. It's too hot. I know Lisa understands. Okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to find our ties. Give them a nice little twist. Fan our tails. But the colors are so pretty for this. That's the thing, right? So you guys, on that cheater boat, I did make it a little bit, I did make that loop, y'all. If you have a sign, let me show you this real quick. If you have a sign and you feel like I tied it in, right? But it was kind of dipping in the center. When you have the ties, you can just, like this one, it wasn't serving a purpose because they're nice and stiff. You can just put it underneath and it'll push your sign out, okay? They're actually strong enough to do that. And then it doesn't look that way. But yeah. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Okay, we're done with our ribbons. We're gonna put in, okay, so these are the extras, you guys. These do not come with the kit. These are extras. And I grabbed some, y'all know I gotta have either some greenery or I gotta have something in there. We went with this, right? Because I felt like the green was perfect. The white was perfect with this. I know Sarah always looks at me. Yes, I need something. I gotta have something. So we can add some of this in here, and I feel like, look at that. That's just gonna, I think that this is like the perfect shade of green for this. So yeah. So we're gonna add a little bit of this. I grabbed 2 of these. I always grab a couple. We're just kind of working these. Remember, you guys, always fan these out. We're going to come in and probably add it in here behind this here. And I'm going to have them be a little bit more towards the inside, meaning that sometimes I do have them like stick out a lot further, but I kind of feel with this, I'm going to have them be a little bit more towards the inside, okay? But look how, oh, yes, 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 yes. I like that. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take one of these. When you pull these apart, sometimes you got to use the wire that's on the bottom to kind of wrap them up. I take that extra one out. And then I'll use it in a different area. Okay. There we go. But look how pretty that makes that look. Right? The white with the... Ooh, that works. I feel like it makes the blue pop out a little bit more. Okay, so we're coming in here. So we're putting this more towards the inside, okay? Near our sign here. We can spread them out a little bit, but they're staying in towards the center a little bit more. okay? If these are sticking out too far, I will tell you that I will take them. Hey, Deb. Is this a wreath that can hang on the outside? Yes. Of course, Deb. I feel like that's a little long too. I'll tell you right now, a lot of times I'll give it a little haircut. And then I'll put it in a little bit. Thank you, Rochelle. Like, yeah, like I feel like adding this white and green just gives it that perfect little, not like fresh, oh y'all, you know there is that funky little, that serves no purpose whatsoever other than to just get in my way. Thank you, thank you. But see, I feel like it's perfect. It adds like the nice little, okay, come on. There we go. Oh no. That's why that thing is stuck. Okay, we're good. So we are doing that. Yes, I take these apart all the time. And then I'll just take a wire. The other thing too, I think it works because the berries are now white with green. So we're going to put another one down here, and then we're going to start adding throughout the bow tube. What number are the florals? The FH 807127. Okay. I am adding these around the sign, you guys. Super pretty. Thank you, Teresa. I'm a big fan of this one. So I did take off some of the little flowers here. I'm going to put these up here by the bow. So I'm going to take the other ones and add a little bit here and a little bit on this side. Thank you, Misty. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we were right because we've done yellow and white, or sorry, yellow and blue. So we thought we need to do some white and blue. Okay, and then we're coming with this underneath here. Yeah, that was, y'all know how I am with the florals. I gotta add florals to everything, okay? And sometimes I gotta convince Sarah to add the florals. And sometimes I'm like, I'm doing this anyways. I gotta do it. But I always think floral is just, it's a nice little pop. Especially, I'm telling you, I think it's the green too. The green just really brings out all the colors on this. Okay, so I'm going to put one on this side because I haven't put anything on that side there, and I'll end up putting one on this side too. Like I said, I am keeping these a little bit snugger, a little bit more snug than usual. A lot of times I let them hang out a little bit further out, but I kind of want these to be a little bit closer in this time. It does, right? It's just that little bit. It's just the little subtle, I think especially because the greenery has a nice little frosted, right? So it isn't just green, it's got a little bit of the frost going for it. I totally think that's what makes it work. So I'm just trying to pull some of these out to kind of, you know, I don't want one that's sticking out a little bit maybe. I may end up trimming this and then putting it back in. I feel like it's a little too far out there for me right now for what I'm trying to do. By the way, you can always give it a little trim. There we are. Okay, I'm liking that a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So we're going to add a little bit on this side then. Yeah, it gives it a little something, just a little something. Yeah, whenever I do any kind of mesh wreath, I always end up adding greenery. That is my personal preference. Greenery, florals, something. Okay, so we're going to add some of that over here on this side. We're going to come in with this here and add this down here. You notice I'm just kind of spreading these out because I kind of want, the other thing is too, this is why you want to spread your flowers out a little bit so they take up a little bit more real estate. Alright. Put that into the mesh. And then we'll end up adding a little bit here too. But yeah. We are liking this. It is softening that, right? It's like the perfect little mix for that. Now, so remember, Sarah ever asks, we always have to have florals. We always have to have greenery. Sonia said so. Okay, we're going to add some of this right down here. Add a little bit there. So that's all you do, is you just go and you just kind of spread these around a little bit. Just trying to work them in different areas. And it doesn't take a lot. Okay guys, I'm almost done, I promise. I could add some more on top right here. I'm going to leave this to the side now, you guys, so I can, what does the sign say? Come in and cozy up. But I want to show you guys this. I really like how this came out, you guys. So this is a kit, you guys, but look at that. We've got florals in there. We've got our sign. Right? We've got velvet. We've got tails on the outside. We've got a cheater bow. We've got a smaller bow on the bottom. We've got our bow here on this side with our loop and some tails, and then the other longer tail going down. But look at that. Very happy with the way this came out. Okay, you guys, once again, this is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. The extras are the florals that I put in here. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Misty. Thanks, guys. I will be back Thursday. I'll clean this up, take a picture. I'll be back Thursday, and I'll be making a swag, and I'll be putting half the mesh in it. Not all of it. That way it doesn't take as long. Okay, you guys. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Oh, I did this last time. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go.